Ashe, it's 11:11 as I start this live. Come on in, Divine Collective, Divine Detectives. Okay. Grand Rising, Rich Rising. Wusa. Calm your nervous system. Every little thing is going to be all right, is what I'm hearing. Ashe to the ancestors, the Galactic Federation and jurisdictions. Ashe to our cosmic family, our spirit guides, the archangels that are here to help guide us on our purpose in this space and time to restore divine justice, law, and order. Ashe? So I pulled about 4 cards, and before I get started, just to see the energy, the vibes of the Divine Collective. And of course, I was talking back and forth with the spirits because that's just what we do, or what I do anyway. And I was picking up on this collective, like, Rich Rising. Hey, I wasn't even looking at the comments. Okay, but I was picking up on this, like, destiny swap, essence swap type energy. So then I had the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands come out, and the 5 of Pentacles with the Emperor in reverse, right? So there is a collective of people that we may perceive as successful in this realm, right? It's like the people that have the money, they got the so-called education, or, you know, these jobs, specifically around like federal jobs or state jobs and things like that, right? What Spirit was showing me is that they wanted, because this is how it came out, okay? They wanted the collective like this. You see that? Down and out, stressed, depressed, with nothing, homeless, looking busted and disgusted, right? They didn't want you to have the willpower with the Emperor in reverse to take your power back. Because as long as you believe that you are in lack, they can wear your essence. You see how that looked like somebody playing dress up? That's what stood out to me with the Ace of Wands too. And the way that it was set up, it was like this, right? So as long as you believe that you are in lack, you're handing your essence and power over to these doppelganger-like energies, or people who believe, you know, that they are more successful than you, when really it's the other way around. They are stealing, siphoning your energy, living off of your essence. And I'm even hearing for some, this was since you were a child, okay? Since you were born, okay? I'm even seeing like somehow these energies are showing up like they swap essence with the Divine Collective, the chosen ones, right? And then disperse it within these coven-like connections, okay? So you ever wonder why it seems like people are more helpful when it's time to, you know, when it's time for you, it seems like it's your time to be down and out, right? Because that's what they want. So they'll support you when you doing worse than them, is what I'm getting. As long as you ain't doing better than them and in your power with the Emperor in reverse, then they quite all right. So you got to be always struggling and trying to survive. Meanwhile, they want to breadcrumb you and give you the bare minimum. And then try to persuade you that you know, you deserve to be experiencing what you experience, or wait on God, or pray about it. Whole time they're the reason that you're not successful as you are, because they're siphoning from you. They're cloaking onto your energy. Okay? Specifically your sacral chakra energy, which is your creative energy, and your root chakra, your stability, your foundation. Okay? Right. With the temperance right here at the bottom, and the Six of Swords in reverse as well. So they didn't want you to transition. They didn't want you to realize what they were doing. They didn't want you to become balanced, because once where you are balanced, there's clarity there where you can see things clearly. You don't need them to persuade you or suggest anything to you, because your intuition is going to tell you what the truth is. And they never wanted you in your power. Whole time you was the Ace of Pentacles. Whole time I'm even hearing for some, they may have got checks for you when you were a child. Something. These people are committing larceny and motherfucking, what else? RICO is coming up. Life insurance is coming up here as well. Okay? They never wanted you to realize your power, your truth, and ultimately your destiny. They wanted to keep you in repetitive cycles of self-doubt. Okay? So because as long as you doubted yourself, then they feel like they could win. They feel like they're on top. They don't have connection to source. They don't have access to abundance. They have to steal it. What else is here? Spirit, divine beings, and ancestors. Gatekeepers of the divine law and order, the Galactic Federation. Right, the Seven of Swords is here, y'all. These people are very deceptive. They betrayed you. Okay, their intentions was never pure. See that smirk on his face? Purposely creating tower moments for you to fail. That's what it's been about. Even probably sending you lovers. Something here about lovers. And you're the star. Wow. So if you were in a space where you didn't have boundaries, they can pretty much treat you however they want to treat you. Thank you for the gifts. And you not realize that you are the star with the Emperor in the reverse. I'm going to take that as clarification to that Emperor, right? Because if you're in survival mode, you're not remembering who you are. Spirit is saying, remember who you are. These are spells of forgetfulness. They didn't want you to know where it was coming from, and they didn't want you to remember, most importantly, who you are. The divine being that you are. Yes, with the four wands in reverse here. So this is also, prosperity, celebrating, okay? Sacral chakra energy still, so they wanted to create their lives off of your essence. And look, breadcrumb you. You see how, I don't know if y'all can see them crumbs coming from his hands right there to that person. They wanted you beneath them. Okay, they wanted to breadcrumb you, divine collective, and have you begging, and then they had a nerve to think that they some type of judge over your life. You see the scale there? Like they can judge you, mock you, try to keep you beneath them, while they got all your wealth and riches and abundance up here above their head. Like they can control you, your outcome in life, and who you are. Shame on them. Off with their motherfucking heads. Can't stand a liar and a deceiver and a motherfucker that try to be something that they not. They don't even wear your essence right. Because it was always in you. Because you're the star. It was always in you, divine collective. It was exactly. Look at this. We got the 10 of swords and the 3 of swords in reverse. All of these things that they tried to do to you to stop you, it's reversing. It didn't even work. You still a million eons steps ahead of them, and they had a fucking jump start. This is a painful ending for them. I'm hearing Uno reverse. This is a painful ending for them, though. They're going to get enough of playing with the divine collective, okay? With the chariot here. Something coming in quick for their ass. Yep, right behind it is a tower. Something coming in quick for their ass. While you sitting down with the 4 of swords here, in your peace, in your power, minding your business, minding your divine business, they got a tower moment coming in for that ass. For all of the shit that they have done. Say they should play somewhere, exactly, somewhere safe. Find something safe to do. Because they, look here. All of them damn swords. Yep, solar plexus energy. So, yeah, that's just confirming what I said. They never wanted you in your power. They never wanted you to, you know, they wanted misfortune for you. Yesterday, I kept hearing, they wanted misfortune for you. You became misfortunate. So, like, you became the fortune that they didn't want for you. You know? Attacking your mind, your intellect, your divine masculine energy from within, right? That's your power. Y'all, you get what I'm saying? They wanted to always have you in a state of lack. They didn't want you to grow. They didn't want you to prosper. Y'all, they say that again. Look, and I can't even recall it. What I just said. What I just said. Oh, 6 of wands here. Oh, right. They wanted misfortune for you. Exactly. Look, the 6 of wands. It's a celebration. They can't stop what the divine has orchestrated. Every brick they throw at you is helping you build your empire. They can't stop it. They've been trying so hard to keep you beneath them. They driving themselves crazy. Okay? They driving themselves fucking nuts. And then they kept trying to push you down to get to the top. Look, you see how they look like this person at the top then stepped on everybody to try to get to the top. That's how they tried to do you. And they driving themselves crazy because you became the Hierophant. Okay? They can't fuck with you. You are the spiritual leader here. You are the one that they want to be like that, but they can't because it's in you, not on you. You're the star. See how he's smiling? They can't figure out why you still smiling after all the mess I tried to cause you. You know, I'm driving myself nuts trying to take you out and you laughing about it. You having a good old time because it's in you. It's not on you. Ashe? See how safe she look in that nest with that heart? She looked content to me. So they were, you know, inflicting things onto your heart chakra, trying to make you turn and be like them. That's what it's giving. They wanted you to be like them. They didn't want you to trust your higher self. See that? They didn't want you to trust your inner knowing and guidance. Right, with the Venus card here, you're an emperor. Empress and an emperor. Okay? I even got Venus written on this card because this card correlates with the planet Venus, which is that of unconditional love, passion. Okay? Deep waters with the moon card behind that. You've always was deeper than what they perceived on the surface. You was always, you know, it layered is what I'm hearing. The 4 elements, balance. You know who you are. The fifth one, the ether here, right? I can't stand motherfuckers who just go out of their way and try to make somebody's life miserable. Right? They didn't want you to see who you truly were. See how she looked in a mirror, bound, can't see her eyes covered up. The Eight of Swords here. And the Two of Cups in reverse. They wanted to take from you. So not only did they violate every other divine law, the law of reciprocity, they tried to keep from you, take from you, and don't give back. Yeah. You can be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. This person could be a Cancer. Okay. Creating some type of emotional blocks for you. Separation. They didn't want you to heal from this trauma they inflicted on you either. They wanted you depressed, having anxiety and fear, not being able to sleep, not seeing not seeing your beauty when you look in the mirror at yourself, right? They just wanted to distort the way that you even view yourself. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles is here. You went to the root. You went to your foundation. You started to question things. Those deep waters with the Moon card here as well. You started to see things clearly as the Empress and Emperor that you are. You started to reprogram your subconscious mind, reparent yourself, realize that you were being abused, or realize that, people that claim to love you didn't really love you. You say, love that deck. I got two like it. I do too. Thank you. Yeah, with the Sun card here, you're seeing things absolutely crystal clear here. You're connected to source. You see how you got that connection here from you to source or light? That's you. They tried to keep you disconnected. And this card gives me solar plexus energy, which is exactly, what they've been exploiting here. Okay. This could have been a father figure as well. Because I have father figure. Yeah, your confidence. Thank y'all for the follows. I see y'all. Yes, look, the Temperance and the Nine of Cups. Look, you are always abundant. And for some reason, they just refuse to, because you're dealing with people, and I'm talking about people who've been in your life who only want to consume things. They never want to do any work. You know what I mean? They just want to take, steal, right? With this Nine of Cups energy here, and manifest from other people's energy. But they're going to regret this choice. You can be a Pisces as well. Okay. And this is giving me soulmate energy, possibly soul tribe, soulmate. You know what I mean? With the Temperance here too. Yep, the Hermit. And a Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. They didn't want you to be in your power. You went within. You balanced that shit out. You alchemized that. Look, I'm looking at Alchemist's name there. You alchemized the shit. You became the powerhouse that they tried to keep you from becoming. Now the ass is under judgment here. The moment you woke up and took your power back, they ass was under judgment. Say, my dad, He been taking your money since you got your first job. See? Yeah. And I think I specifically said a father figure. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, they didn't want you to see it. They didn't want you to see that they was taken from you. They wanted you see how she's blindfolded? Okay, right now what that's giving me is they wanted you to trust them without questioning their behaviors and the things that they say. Because they were benefiting off of your blindness, off of your not knowing, your not questioning things. You get what I'm saying? So as long as you were oblivious to what was going on, they were successful. You the 9 of Cups though. Yep, that ship has sailed. It's over. It's over for their ass. Look at that. Now they're going to be broke down, busted, and disgusted while you sitting in your 2 of Wands energy and your High Priest energy right behind that. And then we got the 3 of Cups, your ancestors, spirit guides, and the ones that are here to support you on this journey. You're safe. You're loved. You're protected. You are divinely guided. You're right on time. Okay? Because you're a High Priestess whole time. You're attracting. You're manifesting. You're co-creating with the universe. And this is the truth. You see that spiral is what's standing out to me right now. That's death. You know what I mean? You went into the darkness. You shedded light on the thing, the deception, the betrayals, people's true intentions. You revealed some deep, dark truths that they ass don't even want to face. You started to overanalyze things. Question things. Right. And you started to choose. They didn't want you to choose. See that? See how it look like they thinking and contemplating? Yep. And the 6 of Cups right behind that, but they were in reverse. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up on is this is lineage work. So generational curse breaker work that you've been doing. You were sent here to do. Okay. Or you agreed to come into this realm and time and space to do so. Okay. But they were in reverse. Okay. So now you're choosing. Now you've connected back to your inner child. You're loving your inner child. You're allowing your inner child to be free and creative. That's where that reparenting yourself is coming in at too. I said earlier, you learn to reparent yourself, okay? You realize you're not limited. You are abundant. You do have choices. You see this snake here? It's a snake down there at the bottom. Now, a lot of times, a snake means wisdom, okay? But in this instance, I feel like they was trying to be sneaky, you know, quiet about some things. They didn't want you to realize you had a choice. They wanted you totally dependent on them. But you're a high priestess, a high priest, an emperor, empress, the star, the one. Yeah. Somebody, it's definitely a male figure. Yep, you're no longer sad. Look at that. See how she looks sad? They wanted you to feel worthless. Like a black cloud was over you is what I'm hearing. They just wanted you depressed and just not having a desire for more, to do more, to get more, to receive more. Exactly with the Queen of Wands in reverse too here. They didn't want that for you. They wanted the 9 of Swords for you. They didn't want the Queen of Wands. Exactly. Black cats can be significant here. See how she holding that light with power. She seemed to be very content. She got the candles lit down there at the bottom by her feet where the cat is. Gratitude. Spiritually inclined, you know, black cat or cats, period, are very much so connected to the spiritual realm. Exactly. That's it, spirit. They just never, yeah. And I really feel like because they thought that because they was some type of like guardian figure to you or some type of figure in your life that you respected, that you will always depend on them to think for you. They was perceiving the fact that you respected them as a way to exploit you and control you, is what I'm getting. Okay? And the fact that you did honor and value, you know, their opinions or their advice, but they were misadvising you. They were giving you misinformation on purpose. Okay? I got messy ass usher at the church. Okay, so somebody, family member could be very much so in the church. They be gossiping about everybody, but try to act like they are holier than thou. That's what I wrote on this card. So these are people who think that they're Bible thumpers. They just thump with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They just repeat and regurgitate shit that they hear their pastor say, but they don't really embody what the divine is saying. Okay? They don't. Look, and as I split this deck, I see gossip. So this is a figure that wants to avoid the elephant in the room, gossip about everybody else, because everybody else the problem but them, right? Exactly. Everybody else the problem but them. This person could be an earth sign or you could be an earth sign. Something about sexual assault is here, and stand up for yourself. So there could have been even a situation where, trigger warning, where somebody was SA'd. This so-called guardian figure, mother figure, didn't really protect you, or you didn't feel protected as a kid. Okay, so let's say this could be mentally or physically. Okay, there was some type of lack of protection. Okay, and instead of being your support, your protector, the person that was supposed to guide you, they gossiped about you. Didn't want to take accountability for the fact that they were supposed to protect you and love you. That's what I'm getting, Alchemist. She said she said I was told, oh no, I was touched and told her and she didn't believe. That's why that's coming out there too. Okay. So take it how it resonates. It's not going to all resonate with everybody. Okay. This is a collective energy and whatever comes out needs to come out. Okay. Yep. They wanted to sabotage your character and they didn't want you to feel like you could stand up for yourself. So they will gossip about you. They will backstab you. They will betray you just to keep you small, just to destabilize your nervous system, right? Because specific chakra attacks that came out here in this read was your root chakra, your sacral chakra, okay? And your solar plexus. So the root is your stability, your foundation. The solar plexus is your power, your willpower, your sense of self. Your sacral chakra is your creative energy. Okay? So that's for somebody specific there. And they wanted to sabotage your character to keep you out of your power. Right. They tried to set you up to lose. They tried to set you up to lose. They wanted you to stay in anxieties. You know, if you have anxiety, then that means you were possibly always worried about your future, your safety, or trying to, you know, survive in this type of environment that will give you anxiety, trying to survive. You get me what I'm saying? So if they can have your nervous system always worried about what's to come, how can I survive? Something about that. Okay, connect with the ancestors, right? Your third eye is open, and these people do need to get their shit together. You got your shit together. Your ancestors are here. Yeah, something about speaking the truth. Speak up and stand up for yourself. Exactly. Yeah, these were some snakes in your grass. Water sign is here, and yeah, things coming to the light. They wanted you reactive, not proactive. Right. So they wanted you always worried about your future, which is your sense of safety and security, survival, and not seeing where the actual black magic was coming from. Let's just go ahead and keep it a buck, because that's exactly what it is. You got a gossiping ass parent gossiping about you. You know what I mean? Talking to everybody about you, everybody in your business, everybody know this, that, and the third about you. That'll give anybody anxiety and make you want to react. Because you're purposely exposing me. You're not protecting me, but you want to expose me. So it says, pay attention to the red flags here. Pay attention. And you are wealthy. Yeah, these people are slaves to demonic forces. Them Bible thumpers, the deacons, the deaconettes, the ushers. Spirit say stay away. And sacred geometry could be important here or significant, or maybe you just need to look at sacred geometries. You know, we the symbols, something about the symbols. Okay. So just even looking at sacred geometry will unlock certain memories in your Akashic records is what I'm hearing. So make sure you do that. Okay. Yeah. Silence speak louder than words, and stay away. So they can't hear you when you speak. So they're going to have to listen to your silence, and it's loud. Ashe? You're not for everybody. Quit trying to water down who you are to please others. And choose love always. Choose you always. Self-love. You say my dad is a head deacon. You know what? I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the accurate, you know what I mean? That's accurate right there. It's yours. Choose love always. Wow. Telling y'all though, them be the ones. The ones that always trying to judge somebody else and tell them what they need to do. Ain't got shit to offer to nobody. Nothing whatsoever to offer nobody. But trauma, abuse, lies, deception. Spirit is saying, remember you have the power of choice and protect your energy. You are the creator of your reality here. You don't have to accept anything. You know, somebody told me you need to humble yourself. You don't have to humble. The way that people want you to humble yourself has nothing to do with the divine. Okay? People want you to humble yourself so they can fuck over you. Okay? Somebody could be gang stalking or feel like they're being gang stalked or something here about gang stalking. Definitely giving family though. I'm telling you, it seemed like this come out all the time in the reads, y'all. Somebody's family just, look, facts. Somebody's family is gang stalking you. I'm getting flying monkey energy. So they're sending people who you might not think they are, but they are sending people to collect data and information on you. And I see sabotage when I looked at my table. So they want information and data on you to sabotage you. Okay. So be very mindful, right? COINTELPRO, targeting freedom activists. Okay, so they're targeting you because they don't want you to choose and create your reality and protect your energy. So they're trying to send in people who you may trust or confided in at one point. This could be an old friend. Because what you'll notice is that when you cut off from a coven and, you know, you go your own way and you just ghost motherfuckers, people from all over the place will start contacting you. Like, people you ain't talked to in the longest, if at all. Hey, I'm just calling to check up on you and see what's going on. How you been? You don't care how I been. What do you want? I'll flat out ask a person, what do you want? Like, you know you don't give a fuck about me. You know you don't. And sometimes I might entertain it a little bit just to so why they think they getting information on me. No, I'm getting information on you. Now, put that in your group chat. Stop giving all your energy away. That's out here twice. Okay? So, over-explaining yourself. Stop over-explaining yourself. You know? I forgot to put my earrings on, y'all. I just looked and realized that. Anyway. Everybody don't need an explanation. If you're going to cut them off, cut them off. You don't got to explain why I'm cutting you off. Because silence speak louder than words, right? Exactly. And you know better. Something about social media here. So you could be a content creator, okay? They could be trying to siphon your energy from social media or just trying to get up in your divine royal space, you know? But you know better. Spirit say trust yourself, or you trusting yourself. And you know that you are a master manifester. You know you're the high priestess, a goddess and a god. Right, they're trying to slander your name. They trying to slander your name. And you could have felt like you was the scapegoat here. So because you was the scapegoat and they're so used to you being an emotional dump, they never expected you to ghost them, cut them off. So now they got to slander you. Now they got to make it seem like you're the problem. Just to get a reaction out of you. This is why Spirit is saying silence is golden. Because that's what energy vampires do. They try to get a reaction out of you. Get a rise out of you. So they can collect. Fuck that. Nope. Smile. 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 Keep smiling. No matter what. Oh, you thought you had a goofy. That's what they be fucking up right there, thinking everybody goofy. Thinking you so damn manipulative that you just can manipulate everybody. You don't even know how to read the room, goofy. You don't even realize that a person that's silent is actually very powerful, goofy. A motherfucker that can ignore you and act like you don't exist, that takes power, self-control, intelligence. A motherfucker that can go about life and ain't got to depend on you and just go live their life, trust the divine, that takes discipline. That ain't, codependent. We got sage and clearing energetic field. Okay? So somebody may need to do some type of cleansing here. It's all right. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Somebody may need to get some copper. I got copper coming out here, and stay grounded. Stay grounded. Because if they can control your emotions, then they can control you. Greetings, Queen. Okay? Don't let nobody feel like they can control your emotions. You are love. Silence just keep on sticking out here. Know thyself. Limitations is an illusion. Spirit say, air it the fuck out. Air it out. Air it out. Healthy boundaries here. Speak your truth. Pop your shit. They can't stop you. 911. Okay? They can't stop you from speaking your truth. This is your life. This is your experience. If they wanted you to say something better about your experience with them, then they should have treated you better. Right? Oh, okay. I thought a motherfucker that abused me said something. Spirit say, stop worrying about the others. Or stop worrying about what others think. And they thought that they could brainwash you. They thought that they could convince you that it didn't happen. They thought that you was really going to believe that what you experienced and went through, that it didn't happen. No, it happened. That's exactly what you did to me. Because you know they love to gaslight you and make you feel like you crazy. Like, oh, no, I don't remember that. What you talking about? Spirit say, start keeping evidence. Start keeping record. Put that shit on the record. Record. Screenshot. Do whatever you got to do. Because I don't mind doing that. I don't mind, you know, we can go, what they got? We got all the receipts. We can go way back then. Yeah. And this was a lesson learned. So somebody tried to like flip the facts here. Somebody really tried to make you out to be the problem in this situation. Like you was you know, like you was attacking them. Or like you was targeting them. No. They watch you. They stalk you. Yes, they do. Yep, generational curse. I'm getting like enmeshment. Like they just really feel like, see, with the brainwashing and generational curse, is giving me enmeshed energy. Okay? So they didn't want you to have boundaries. They wanted your identity to be intertwined with this generational curse identity. Okay? This type of dynamic does not value interdependence. They only value you if you are enmeshed and intertwined with the identity that they want for you or the identity of this family dynamic. They've been playing. They've been playing the whole time. Just playing. Oh, that's on them. Spirit say, trust the process. Thought you was going to drink their dirty bath water. These people don't think nothing of you. They don't respect you. They don't love you. They don't care for you. If you were to cut them off, some of them won't even come looking for you. That's just the truth of it. But then you got some that really feel like they're in control of your life. So they gonna send some flying monkeys. It might not be the main one that you cut off, but they gonna send the flying monkeys to gang stalk you, keep tabs on you, collect information on you. Because they feel entitled. This one I'm picking up on like a father figure, mother figure, or some prominent person in your life. They really feel entitled to your energy. They can't admit that they're wrong. They can't admit it. Thought you was gonna drink that dirty bath water. The fuck wrong with, look, soon as I split the deck and say yes. That's it. They can't admit that they're wrong. They can't take accountability. They extremely entitled. They don't feel like you should have no sense of autonomy, no independence. You shouldn't have a choice. You got to follow all of their commands. It's giving me dictatorship. Like this is a dictatorship figure. Or the whole family operate from dictatorship. It's like a hierarchy of dictatorship is what I'm getting. In a moment you don't fit into that hierarchy of dictatorship, you are an op. You are opposition. And you'll have some of these flying monkeys that come in, trying to like re-recruit you back into this dictatorship hierarchy. And I can't even say that they don't know that that's what they're doing. They know that's what they're doing. They contact and talk and converse before they come and contact you, Divine Collective. Greetings, Lil' Kim. They know exactly what they're doing. This is an alliance. You understand me? This is an alliance. Yeah, share your posts in group chats. And I said that earlier, put that in your group chat. They be putting you in their group chats, conspiring, conversing on how they can come in and execute some type of plan. Ancestors again. Somebody neighbor could be watching them too on social media or just watching you. And this could even be a neighbor that you don't even talk to, but they sure be watching you though. Hawks can be significant here. Strangulation. Somebody may have dealt with a domestic violence situation, trigger warning. Okay, it's what I'm getting with this strangulation possibly. Or they wanted to strangle the life out of you spiritually, think psychologically or energetically as well. Or this domestic violence can show up in a family or relationship dynamic too. Okay, so this could have just been physical violence or that sense of entitlement. Maybe even they try to put their hands on you as an adult because they feel so entitled to you. And they can't control you. The psychological meaning behind a person who wants to strangle you is a person that wants to gain control or regain control over you, but they never really had control over you to begin with. That was a lie. But they feel entitled to your energy, to your body, to your autonomy. Somebody hitting F1? I wasn't supposed to say that. Okay, walk-in lie detector. So you make these people feel naked. Like you make them feel wide open. Like they can't get nothing over your head. So somebody could be just walked away from people or, just that person in your family where they might even try to avoid you at this point because you expose them in a way that other people don't. Okay, so this person has a lot of flying monkeys, enablers, people who do not hold them accountable. And you are the problem because you call a lie. And you don't mind saying the truth. So this could be why somebody wants to put their hands around you or put their hands on you or do something physical to you out of anger. Somebody could be a Prince Hall member as well. And the number 3 is significant. So you could be a life path number 3. Your birthday could be in the month of March. Or something significant happened in March of this year is what I'm hearing. Yeah, when you're a true speaker, you will become the enemy. You will become the target. You will become, they will ostracize you or try to make you feel like you don't fit in. Those are just tactics telling you that you're on the right path and you are exposing those malevolent shadows that's been operating in this dynamic for years. That's all that says. That's just confirmation that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. And the universe is backing you on it. because time and chance happens to us all. Okay, y'all don't want to see it. Okay, the universe gonna put it right in their face. Here you go. You're a liar. You're manipulative. You're a narcissist. You're diabolical. Here you go. And they still don't want to do nothing to change. That's on them. Yeah, they attack you because they are afraid of you. You scare them. You scare them because you're the truth. And the truth scares people more than lies. They rather live a lie where it's comfortable, right? Where they don't have to face just how insecure they really are. I got church cult. That's coming up again. So this is a Prince Hall church cult motherfucker. That's what it's giving. Yeah. They attack you because they are afraid, Divine Collective. You scare them. These people, these demons only feel powerful when they have control over people, specifically children. Specifically children, because look what I got here. Y'all gonna have to read it backwards. Pedo vibes. Okay? So there was a pedo that could have been a Prince Hall member in a church that prey on children. And this could be a generational curse thing. Yeah, karmic mother and father here. Yeah, this is why they under judgment. This is why. They've been practicing magic, spiritual assassination, or spiritual assassin. That's what you showing up as, a spiritual assassin. So you are the disruptor to this mess. This diabolical crap. Yep, you got spiritual rank here. And I'm also hearing spirit say they knew. You know, they knew what was going on. So this pedo who's been able to get away with what they've been getting away with this long, there was some type of coven made. Okay, so they knew what was happening. Okay, so it may not have happened to you directly. It may have happened to somebody else that's close to you. One way or the other, something like this has happened. Okay, 3. This could have been 3 generations back. Yeah, mental clarity. You see them very clearly. Strong winds. It could be strong winds where you are. Something about air signs. It could be an air sign. Somebody's phone calls are being recorded. Or maybe you need to start recording phone calls. Record them. Yeah. You say somebody essayed you. Yeah, these people know what they was doing. I got 144 here. The number 9 could be significant. So what is that? September could be significant. You could have been 9 at the time. Or it could have started at 9. And you are a part of the 144,000. Okay? Trying to record your phone calls. Trying to put you in group chats. Okay, I can record too. Let me record you lying. So when it's time to expose you, I got all my facts right. 888 is significant here. Or you are just in this wealthy energy. Okay, master manifester is what it's given. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You say, I was specially told I'm not the 144. Somebody told you not to use, you know, and if that's a Christian person or a person that's supposed to be in the church, thank you. Or what you call it, Jehovah's Witness, they only believe 144,000 people are going to heaven. That is so wrong. That the 144,000 is a frequency. Something that most of them probably never is going to experience a full activation of their chakras because they're too busy manipulating other people. Oh, too bad. They too busy being strategically loyal and weaponizing loyalty. Right? And being the very demons that the Bible warns us of. They got nerves. They know if you are 144,000. The divine knows. And they gonna know because they gonna have to watch you. They gonna have to watch you elevate every single time. Right. This strategic loyalty with the heart chakra. I'm telling you, they wanted to keep you in this vulnerable space where they can act like they're loyal to you while they talking about you behind your back, putting you in group chats, laughing it up, kikiing and shit. Thank you for the gifts. This is what they want to do. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm really your friend. I'm really your man. I'm really your girl. I'm really this and that and the third. Even for your parents. I got your back. Whatever. No, you don't. You've been exploiting my heart chakra and the fact that I actually genuinely do care about you. And see, they be knowing you care. They just don't give a fuck. They just don't care. So they weaponize loyalty because they really resent you. They're really envious of you. Their heart chakra is corrupted. And they got to feel, in order for them to feel powerful, they got to destroy you. So what other way to do that than to act like you're loyal to me? To act like you're really a friend? Because otherwise, you won't have the time of day to even fuck around to find out. They say, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Okay, so no more clouded thoughts. You say if they hate on you, they really do care. Can't feel hate without caring. So you saying hate and envy is just a strong feeling of love. Probably so. Spiritual rank is out here again. And highly valued currency, energy, aura. You the 144,000. Yeah, sometimes I do think envy is mask, love or mask inspiration or something. It really just shows you more so about that person, if anything. When you see how they are being towards you and projecting onto you, it really tells you more so about them than you. Okay, because you have a spiritual rank that they don't even have access to. Okay, you know who you are. You go within. You trust your inner knowing, your inner guidance. Okay, you know that you are wealthy. So it really just exposed them. Why they think they doing something. Right, attacked you for speaking the truth. And then intelligence warfare is here. Intelligence warfare. So they thought that they can outsmart you. Is what I'm getting here. Spirit say off with their heads. I'm telling y'all, I said that earlier. Off with their motherfucking heads for being these diabolical demons. Yep, attacked you for speaking the truth. They can't compete. Well, they don't compare. They don't want to accept the truth. Therefore, they don't compare. They lose because they not being truthful with themselves. They rather get new victims, get new targets, swap out flying monkeys and enablers just to keep from what? Taking accountability and being exposed to the truth. Because they really believe they're not guilty. They really do believe this. And they believe that they're forgiven. God is going to forgive them every time they get down on their knees and pray and ask God to forgive them for every wicked thing they've done. They're delusional. They are lost. No, you got to face that, karmic. 12 on the timer. Look, 144 hearts at the top, y'all, and 23 in the chat. Divine feminine energy all day long. Divine collective energy all day long. 3. Mind, body, and soul. Look, they even tried to, for somebody out there, they tried to send you some type of karmic. Big D karmic is here. Sick. They sick. They are sick. I don't agree with that. But I mean, you can believe whatever you want. Do I believe we all have had karmic connections? But all of us being karmic? No. I don't believe that. Karmic, somebody say, what's a karmic? A karmic is basically, you could call them a narcissist. Pretty much. A person who don't want to face the truth. They acquire a lot of karmic debt over timelines, over lifetimes. Debt over timelines, over lifetimes. And they got truth. So would that mean everybody is a karmic? No. Because we accept the truth. We're healers. So that doesn't mean that. But anyway, somebody got a karmic mother and father that tried to send them a karmic lover. I think the term is coined karmic because, I don't know, maybe the karmic debt that they acquire, but whatever. We can call them archons. We can call them, narcissists, demons. It's all the same to me. Hell, whoever ain't in alignment with the divine, that's what it is. Okay? Yep, you're a real one. That's what Spirit say. You're a real one, period. They knew. They knew this. Strategic disease, warfare, or distribution. So when I see this, it makes me feel like either, okay, this karmic that they tried to send to the divine collective, this karmic lover, could have possibly had a disease here. They wanted to give it to you. Or inflict some type of illness on you. Okay? Whatever it is, they was planning it. Okay? Because strategic is here. So they strategically talked about this, planned it, orchestrated it, and created an alliance. Okay? 555 is here. Okay? You were not supposed to come out of that cycle. But you're a real one. With high value currency. Okay? With high spiritual rank. And is a part of the 144,000. Okay? Yeah, premeditated. Exactly, TJ. Exactly. Yeah, getting rich off life insurance policies. Okay. So if they were planning to give you some type of disease, okay, create some warfare, because this is warfare, strategic. then they can collect off of your demise, off of your death, possibly as well. Take that how it resonate. Right, I got with strangulation out here. Okay, this could have been a domestic violence situation. Okay, that karmic that they sent to you, that they strategically orchestrated behind your back, that person was supposed to take you out and they were supposed to collect a life insurance policy on you and split the money. That's what I'm getting. Look, black operations. That's exactly it. Black ops. So this was, they didn't want to be exposed. This was a hidden operation. Somebody could even be in the military here. Yep, strategic isolation as well is here. Because nothing is a coinky-dink. So that's why I strategically put strategic on my cards, because it's not a coincidence. So covert military or intelligence missions carried out in secret and often without official acknowledgement or accountability by the government or organization behind them. Okay? So what I'm getting is masterminds. So somebody's karmic mother or father is the mastermind behind these black operations, which is basically black operations, black ops. Okay? They didn't want you to know. And they strategically set you up to feel isolated. Okay? Look, and right behind strategic isolation, we got Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So this karmic mother and father is really given that they have some type of malevolent rank. Okay? They are the principalities here. Or that principality is operating through them. Okay? And they were supposed to gain this life insurance money off of your isolation and disease, some type of disease. So this karmic that they sent to you was supposed to cause you stress, to strategically isolate you, and they were not supposed to be detected. But Spirit is saying Ephesians 6:12. Principality, spiritual wickedness, and high places. Okay? But don't be alarmed. Just be aware. You know what I mean? Don't be in fear, because it's just the truth. Shit. It's just the truth. You got spiritual rank too. You got a spiritual rank that they can't even access. They got to manipulate, deceive, you know what I'm saying? Like, do all of these wicked things just to gain a little bit of rank that they feel that they have. Or just to survive, because it's about some money. So they were supposed to sacrifice you to this principality to get the money. That's what I'm getting to. So this is why they have to orchestrate, you know, create alliances, plan, you know, because they have to. Where that card at? They have to create missions in secret. Okay? Just like the military would. Because I got covert military and intelligence. So they know. They definitely 1111 is here. And you are a winner. So they know. They know what they was doing, man. And this type of shit just makes me sick to my stomach, because I can't stand it. I really can't. Somebody's uncle is here too. They really thought that they was going to be successful with this operation. They really did. And they wasn't even going, okay. The crazy thing is the karmic that they sent to you was not even going to get no money off of it. They was playing them too. They just dumb and goofy, just following any damn thing. Because everybody, they trying to survive. Look, government officials is here. Government officials. They willing to unalive. They willing to do anything. Anything? Anything. Your energy sends ripples through the universal frequency. This is why they weak. This is why they come together. This is why they create operations to go against you. This is why. Because your energy sends ripples through the universal frequency. So if they got multiple operations coming against you at one time, then somehow they believe they can stop that ripple effect that you have on a universal frequency, anchoring in that divine frequency that disrupts their illusions, their deceptions, their false sense of power and control, this hierarchy. Exactly. You know too much. And they hate that. That automatically makes you a winner. Yeah, you have good dharma here. Good dharma. Righteous in alignment with cosmic order. Confirmation. Righteous in alignment with cosmic order. We got 1223 on the clock. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. Wow. Yep, original warrior. Somebody could have tried to get you to join the Eastern Star, or maybe your family is connected with that group, that coven there. Yep, secret government agency. So this Eastern Star Covenant group is working as a secret government agency here against this operation to take you down and out, but you're an original warrior. You say mean that in a good way, not negative. I don't know even what you're saying. Studying your DNA. Studying your God DNA, your divine DNA. So if they can study your DNA, somehow they feel like they can duplicate it. They wrote they know too much. Okay. Okay, so we had Prince Hall come out. So somebody is connected with a Prince Hall coven, an Eastern Star coven, working with government officials. Okay. Creating black operations, covert military and intelligence missions against the Divine Collective. Okay, they're also watching you. This could be a neighbor who is also an Eastern Star. That's what's coming up as well. Some type of government agency. Okay. People that are involved here, you probably wouldn't even second guess, or, that's what it's given. Like, the main people involved here are people that you probably wouldn't even think is involved. I'm telling y'all, that Truman Show movie always come up in my readings too, because it's like Spirit is really shedding light on that movie. Like, when I say everybody is involved, I mean that. It could be your spouse, it could be your family member, it could be people at where you work at the stores, wherever you go. Again, because it's secret government agencies. Secret agencies. So they think they're undetected because they look like normal civilians. Say, who do you trust? Right. And what they really want for you is to believe in the illusions. That's what it's all about. If they can get you to stop sending ripples through the universal frequency that dismantle their illusions, then it will make sense for them to have operations against you and have secret government agencies to scare you, to gang stalk you, to harass you. Wouldn't it? That don't mean you scared. That don't mean you move in fear. That don't mean, it don't mean nothing. You're just aware of it. Okay. Because it's an illusion that they're trying to uphold and upkeep. Right? I got electromagnetic manipulation warfare. Okay. So really they just want to hijack your consciousness. And they mad you won't die. Mad you won't die. They want revenge and electromagnetic warfare. Because then the ripples won't be so powerful. You understand that? They don't go against a weak motherfucker. They don't go against a person that don't threaten their entire existence. You're powerful. You're uncontrollable. So these operations are operations to control you, to get you to submit, to get you to be fearful. I like how you want revenge on somebody you started war with. You started this. I was never in a fight, really. I was just existing. I was just being me. Right? Off with their heads. Balance is restored here. They think they outside of cosmic law and order. You know, do you realize how delusional you got to be to think that you are exempt from cosmic law and order? Insane. Yep, covert manipulations and abuse. Passive aggressive behaviors. You tell me why a person in the store on a register being passive aggressive to you and you don't even know them. Unwarranted. Pay attention to the people who respond to you unwarranted with attacks and aggression. They with the secret agencies. Whether they know it or not, their consciousness is hijacked. Therefore, you are a secret agency working against me. Because what you so threatened by me for, I don't know you, I don't talk to you, I'm just here to buy something, ma'am, sir. And you got attitude. Why? But we just observe and we just see it for what it is. And we keep going about our divine day. Okay? I swear, I just learned to laugh. You gotta laugh, right? The hate be real, the love be fake. And some of them think they know you so powerful that you'll find that they'll stare at you. You'll just feel watched all the time, everywhere you go. You got people that will react with an attitude, rejection, and then you got people who you can feel in their energy that they submit to you. And not saying that it's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's like they're threatened by you and just responding in different ways. I don't want anybody to submit to me. I want you to be in your power. But we're talking about people whose consciousness are hijacked. They don't know themselves. They don't know their power. So subconsciously, they're taught to respond in ways where you are perceived as a threat because they're out of their sovereignty and out of their power. I hope I made that make sense. Yeah, you just be like, whoop-de-damn-do. Like, okay, another one. What's next? I got somewhere to be. You're not fazed by it. You're not fazed by the attacks. You're not fazed by, the passive aggressive behaviors, the covert manipulations, the psychological warfare. Like, you just say whoop-de-damn-do, right? Yeah, they wanted you carless. So they purposely go after your necessities in life so that they could make you feel like you're less than, right? Or like you're not like everybody else, or you're lacking this, you're like lacking that. They didn't want you to have no motion, but they don't realize it's in you, not on you. And you is the motion, whether you got a car or not, whether you are able to do whatever the fuck they think you should be doing or not. It don't matter. You are the motion. And that's why they be mad for real, because you can't be defeated in a way that they want you to be defeated by materialistic shit that don't really mean nothing. Really, it don't mean anything. But they place their value on materialistic things. This is why they try to sacrifice you to get money. This is why they try to attack you to get money. This is why they try to steal your essence and live off your light, your creativity, asking you for your ideas. What you think about this? You just saying what you would normally do, being who you normally would be. But they don't even have access to creativity, so they gotta steal yours. And it's like, okay, that's just one of my creative thoughts. I got a million. Like, I'm so creative, I could think of a million things you could do that's creative. But they think they doing something, getting the one up on you by stealing your creative thought that they asked you for, not knowing like you working on something totally different that's really better than the advice you gave them. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? Somebody is an Aquarius. Right, you've always influenced these motherfuckers. You always was that one. I'm trying to tell you, the winner. Everything you touch turn to gold. You are the mastermind of creation, of everything. Their entire existence was them biting off you. I'm flattered. Okay. You was always the influence. And you was probably the one that was not loud. You was not a loud person. You was always to yourself. Popular loner type vibes. That was definitely me growing up too. Look, 90s baby, as I say that. I'm definitely a 90s girl. So it's like, I was that. I didn't need a bunch of friends. I didn't need an entourage of people to make me feel safe, to make me feel like something. Never needed it. That's how you learn how to maneuver in this world, when you are safe and secure in your own skin, in your own being, your own existence. You feel okay taking up space. Either they gonna like you or they're not. I'm gonna get, it was coming to mind. I was getting ready to switch over to a high school, right? And I knew about this high school because of a friend of mine that I had in middle school. And she was like, you should come to my school, blah, blah, blah. I wind up going to the the high school. Do y'all know there was groups of girls that did not like me before I even got there? Just didn't like me. So apparently either she or other people was talking about me, or something had to happen because they didn't like me, and I didn't care. Okay, so that could have been like the same things you've been dealing with or was dealing with as a child, where people just prejudge you before getting to know you. Okay, that's what I'm really getting from that. They automatically look at you and just come up with their own narrative. Okay, and I never been the one to back down. So if I gotta eat by myself, then I'm gonna eat by myself. Long as y'all don't touch me, I'm good, right? You don't even exist. And you could have had that same type of mentality. Like, we're good. I'm good. Yeah. Period. Just don't put your hands on me now. Don't put your hands on me. Now you asking for that dog to come out. Okay? Don't let it fool you now. See, that's what people be having you fucked up too. That's your superpower. You look soft. You look non-threatening. If you're a woman, you just look like a girl's girl, girly girl. If you're a man, you ain't, you know, what they call it, stretching your muscles or flexing your muscles and all of that. You ain't got to do all that. And see, they misjudged you as weak. That be their problem. That's the number one problem right there. Because I'll rip your head off. Yeah, that part. We got fraternity and sorority. Rip your head off and go right back to eating my lunch. Okay? Collecting dirt on you so they can attack you online. These people so jealous. Like, why they just won't stop, collective? They're so envious of you. You say, glad I'm not a praying mantis. Say, this is not about them. They took a job, and if they had to pass it to them. Look, they won't stop. They literally won't stop. These people, yeah, somebody could be trying to give you the silent treatment too. Or you know, people might have felt the need to give you the silent treatment because they wanted you to feel like humiliation is what's coming up. So if they can make you feel unworthy to silence you and to make you feel humiliated, then that made them feel powerful and feel like they have control over you or entitled. You know what I mean? So they want to collect dirt on you so that they can attack you. Because they want to control the narrative. They want people to see you how they see you. Jealous, envious, you being a problem. And it ain't even dirt. That's what's really tea. It's not even dirt. They don't have no dirt on you. They is the dirt. If you gonna talk about the dirt, make sure you put your ass in there, okay? All right. Yeah. My name could be Mary, Maya, Dre, Asia. Yeah, somebody uncle being petty with his petty ass. Going back gossiping and shit. It's probably that uncle putting you in that fucking group chat. Acting like a damn messy karmic female. You could be a Gemini, or they could be a Gemini here. That made me think of the Lover's card too. Something about a lover, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Say they need her to be valid. Envy. Look, envy. Envy. Yep, character assassination. They want to make you really seem like you ain't solid. Like, and it's people that you have helped. These are people that you have been there for. I got fraternity and sorority out here as well. Okay? Don't forget that. That's for somebody specific. But they want to really make it seem like you just not solid. And I can't stand that either. Because what? You know damn well When you was down and out and you came to me, I ain't air you out. I ain't had to tell everybody I helped you out. I fed you. I washed your clothes. I, took you here, there, everywhere. I ain't tell everybody that. I just did what needed to be done out of the kindness of my heart. We got 222 out here. But somehow, them same people that you looked out for want to retaliate against you. For you just being you. Because your aura is threatening. Exactly. And you're leveling up again. Their intimidation tactics didn't even work. You are so loved. You're leveling up. You're in alignment. That came out after the 222. You're in alignment with the universe. All they did was showed you their hand. That they can't go with you. Okay? Thank you. That they can't go with you where you're going. And that they sold you out to this fraternity or sorority group, Eastern Star, Prince Hall, secret government agency. Because they were supposed to take from you. They were supposed to study your DNA. They were supposed to give you some type of disease. They were supposed to just attack you in every way. Intimidate you, make you feel scared, make you feel small. Study your intelligence and DNA is out here. Operations. Graveyard spells. They really tried hard, didn't they? They really did. And it still wasn't enough. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta fucking hurt right there. You felt like you couldn't catch a break, or they wouldn't give it up. They wouldn't give it up. They didn't take no breaks. They work a full-time job, and then when they get off their full-time job, you their next full-time job. And that's why the ancestors is on their ass. Their ass is grass. We got opposition is confirmation you're on the right path. All of these operations and tactics, you're on the right path. Your ancestors clearing their ass. Okay? Cleared. They ass gonna need life support after this shit. Yep, mental distress, and they gonna be feeling exhausted. And even when they feel exhausted and dealing with mental distress, they still muscle up some energy to come after the divine collective. God damn. Don't even wash your ass as much as you coming after the divine collective. You trying to take down the divine collective and stank at the same time? Shit. Billionaire status. God damn. Sick of them. Really. Beautiful disaster. So what that speaks to me, basically saying is, what that's saying to me is, every disaster that they thrown at you, orchestrated against you, every operation, every alliance, everything, okay, it birthed something more beautiful, more powerful, okay? Right, the catalyst to a greater version of yourself. Higher ascension, more spiritual, higher spiritual rank, more knowledge, more intelligence, more. That's what it's giving. You could be seeing red cars, black cars a lot. Your birthday could be in February. You could be the life path number 2, life path number 1, life path number 7. Yeah, you're the rose that grew from concrete. You're unstoppable is what I'm hearing. You know that sound? I can't see nobody stopping us. Yeah, we're unstoppable. Been through a whole lot of obstacles. So you've been through a whole lot of obstacles and did the impossible. Every plan that they wish for you to sabotage you or so that you could self-sabotage yourself backfired on them. Everything. Okay? The rose that grew from concrete. Still in your power, still loved, still protected, still divinely guided. Pyramid intelligence. You are a master builder. I'm getting like master architect. They can't, just how they don't know how the pyramids was built. That's the energy it gives for you. This is why they study your intelligence and your DNA. Because you're like the pyramids. That makes sense. It's like they can't figure you out, really. They really can't figure you out. You're a problem to them. Say, no, life path number 7, I say, yeah. And every time you level up, they have to go back to the drawing board. Oh, we didn't study enough. Now, did we? And see, the thing is, they be having the so-called, like, what you call it when they very efficient in a certain area, like PhD, like status. Like they supposed to be the one that really know, skilled. Make it simple, okay? They supposed to really know, specialize, and they don't. They don't have enough skill. What Layla Ali tell? What Layla Ali tell our girl? I can't think of her name right now. The one that's with Papoose. She told her, "You're not skilled enough to knock me out." They just not skilled enough to go up against you. They're just not. Trying to kick you while you're down. See, you have the power to adapt. Something that they don't know how to do. These are people that's like textbook people. Like they got to follow things by textbook. No, not Cardi. I'm talking about Layla Ali is beefing right now with Clarissa Shields. That's what I'm talking about. And Layla Ali told her, "You're not skilled enough to fight me." Okay? That's what she told Clarissa Shields. Now, Clarissa Shields, she badass, right? She got some skills to pay the bills, but what I'm saying is pick up on the vibes. They're not skilled enough to take you out. That's the point. You ain't new to this, you true to this. And to survive requires skill. To alchemize requires skill. To operate your life with strategy or even trust in the divine requires skill. And it requires a level of surrender. Okay? Something that these controlling narcissistic motherfuckers refuse to do. They don't know how to surrender to the universe and let the universe guide them and reflect and learn from their experiences. No. They just look for new targets. Exactly. Burning bridges and wealthy spirit. They don't have no choice but to depart from you. Okay? The frequencies is not a match. Wealthy spirit. And they mad that they can't connect with you. They mad that you vibing on a whole nother frequency from them. You are untouchable, unstoppable. And that bridge is completely burned. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice but to watch you shine, but to watch you evolve, but to watch wealth come into your life, okay? Because now you are aligned with wealth. They don't have a choice but to watch you succeed, right? Because they like to kick you while you're down. They want to kick you while you're down, so they don't get to celebrate you when you up. They don't get to live off you when you up. You was the test and they failed, is what I'm hearing. You was the test. You are the wealthy spirit. You are the soul connection. You are the ripple that was sent to disrupt all of this delusions and deceptions. Yeah. I'm getting like faulty builders. They was building off of lies and deception. So it all got to come to an end. Okay? All of their strategies is exposed. Ma'at is here to balance and restore divine law and order. They are not exempt. And more power to their ass. That's all I got to say. Right, you got emotional intelligence here. You've learned how to not allow people to play on your emotions because you realize that if they could control my emotions, then they could control me. Okay? So I had to just observe, not be reactive instead of proactive, because they had you growing up in the energy of reacting because you couldn't figure out why they were treating you with such disdain, such disrespect. So you were reacting to the disrespect and the abuse. And I ain't saying that it was necessarily wrong. You know, if you're being abused, they can't tell you how to react. However, you learn that there's power in not reacting and burning bridges. It wasn't no bridge to begin with. If they was your opposition, if they didn't want the best for you, if they kicked you while you're down, they wanted you to be with karmic narcissistic lovers. Oh, just work it out. You got to endure it. You're telling them you need help, but they're encouraging you to stay in that mess. Exactly. Yeah. So now they're going to have to watch you on the TV shining like the celebrity that you are. Because I got remote viewing out here, but I'm feeling more like they're going to have to watch you shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. They're going to have to watch you shine. And they're going to feel like they're going to want to take their own life. Because they're not connected to you and they know they can't cross that bridge no more. Yep, you're going to be getting large payouts. I'm talking about paid. Call your essence back and your energy back from them karmics. Yeah, I call my energy back. Any known and unknown sources from every system, from every connection, every relationship that is not in alignment with divine law and order, cease and desist. My essence is now restored back to me, cleansed and purified of divine light and fire, and now I'll alchemize it for my greatest good. You were never poor. You were never supposed to be poor. But you got people who has been living off of your demise and off of your downfalls. Now, Shay. So you're going to be getting large payouts. And they're going to have to watch you shine. I'm telling you, they're going to have to watch you shine. They're going to be mad about it. But you had the chance. And you failed. That's not our problem. That's not the Divine Collective's problem. Threatening aura is out here again. So your aura is threatening. And you know what I'm picking up on? They're still going to be trying to tell people just how fucked up of a person that you are. Even when they see you shining, they're going to be refusing to accept the fact that you are that girl or that guy. But it ain't going to add up because people going to be looking like, well, it look like they big one to me. You must be a hating ass bitch. Exactly. Airplanes and taking flight. You gonna be all over the world living your best life. Traveling. They ain't gonna be able to keep up. Every time you turn around, you somewhere else. Girl, where you going now? Thank y'all for the gifts. I see it. Yep, they underestimated your power, Divine Collective. I'm telling you. You don't have to accept nothing that does not align with abundance. You don't have to accept anything that doesn't align with your divine purpose at all. Anything that is putting you in a feeling of feeling depressed or having anxiety, then you're out of alignment. It's your birthright to be abundant. It's your birthright to be free. It was never meant for other people to feel like they could control you and that they could control your life and how you perceive yourself, how much you get to enjoy yourself. That was the lie. That was the illusion. And they wanted to tether you to that timeline. I don't care what it looked like. Y'all should have seen me before I got on this live walking around my house decreeing and declaring. It's my birthright to be free. It's my birthright to experience life, abundance, wealth, joy, peace, unconditional love, and connections. Okay? And see, they don't be wanting you to speak it out loud. You have to speak it out loud. Even if you feel crazy, even if you scared, even if it's out of the ordinary for you, speak it out loud because your mouth, your voice, whole frequency, it's energy. They putting energy into your downfall. You take that fucking energy and you turn it into alchemy for your greatest good. Thank you. Keep sending it. I'm just going to get more wise. Live a better life. Get greater. That's that part about Lil Wayne when he was on a song or something or interview when he was like, why everybody worry about what's in my cup? You know, all I did was just get more popular, more successful, more rich. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm hearing in my head. Okay, so they worry about what's in your cup. But it was all good in the hood when you was pouring into their cups. You took that shit back. And you started to redirect where you was putting your energy, time, money, effort. You put it into things and people and in yourself where it really matter. Now they worry. What they gonna do now? You seen them? You seen the Divine Collective? Yeah. Yeah, you was the life force. I'm trying to tell you. You was the life force for them. You are the life force, the chi, the prana. You gave them life. I'm here raisin in the sun. They gonna be looking like a raisin, a dried up raisin in the sun, thirsty and grasping for goddamn air because that bridge is burnt. Spirits say they can't come back from that. The diabolical things that they did to the Divine Collective, they're under judgment and they can't come back from that. Spirit say they are in on it. They was in on it. You are right. You was right all along. They were gaslighting you. They were lying to you. They wanted you to not trust yourself. It was them. Something about down south is here. So you could be down south, or it's going downhill for them. Downhill. Yeah, these people are panicking. They're in deep depression. Ain't our fault. They are panicking in deep depression behind the shit that they've done. I got secret society out here again. Look. Because they can't figure it out. They can't figure out how you paid. How you still going. How you still so bright when with all the darkness that you've gone through. Them purposely giving you the bare minimum. How you still making it, Divine Collective? It's what they trying to figure out. Knowing you gave me the bare minimum emotionally, physically, spiritually, you were unfulfilling. And now you trying to figure out how I'm making it without you and you ain't give me shit? Because I love myself. That's something you can never take from the Divine Collective, is that love that we give to ourselves. Notice inconsistencies, behaviors, symbols, and events. Exactly. You see it for what it was. You realize that they was giving you the bare minimum. You deserve more. You accept it for what you accept it all for what, exactly what it is. You ain't giving them the benefit of the doubt either. And you have the ability to recognize strategic pattern recognition in real time. I guess Sagittarius here, but I'm seeing a fire, like a fire. So that fire within you is lit. You done been through some dark, tough times. Yeah, because you're a spiritual assassin. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit. You're a spiritual assassin. And they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, Divine Collective. So, I got light language as I split. Yep, Christ Consciousness Grid Activator. Christ Consciousness Grid Activator. Get out into the sun if you can. Go outside. I was telling somebody's sleeping with the enemy as well. Something about this enemy that you possibly was sleeping with or was in a relationship with. You notice some patterns about him or her too that may have reminded you of the same patterns from this family dynamic. Okay. Who is trying to assassinate the Divine Collective. But what I was saying about nature. Oh, don't trust your in-house thoughts. Go outside. Go for a walk. Yep, this spiritual attacks is reversing. They reverse. Return to sender. All that character assassination, that's in reverse too. Yep, you trusting your intuition. 111 is significant here. 111. They don't even make the outbox. Love it outside. So free. Yes. I'm going to go sit outside too when I get off this live. Go recalibrate myself. Earth shifts. You are very connected to Mother Earth as we talking about going outside. Okay. And as such, you experience all that she does. Okay. So this is definitely giving me divine feminine energy as well. Angel numbers. Pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message to you. Okay. Thank you. Somebody said they like my jacket. Thank you. I made this jacket, y'all. I ain't even get a chance to finish it for real, but thank you. Yep, an energy healer. And then when I split the deck, I get angel numbers again. Okay, so somebody really needs to pay attention to the signs. The miracle signs and wonders is what I'm hearing. Okay. So omens in nature. I seen a flock of birds today in my yard. That could be significant. And crows. I heard crows near my house. Ladybugs are significant as well too. 333-444. Okay, your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. So keep doing what you're doing. You're right on task. You're right on point. You are in divine alignment, and that's because you are a seeker of truth here. Okay, you can feel the hidden truth behind the circumstances, which is your ability to be able to strategically read patterns in real time. So that's tone, okay? Body language, okay? The words that they say, like that underlying energy, okay? Even like some type of shadow energy I'm picking up on. Like you see beyond the beyond, okay? Somebody could be going through a metamorphosis at this time. And in hibernation, I'm even seeing a hermit card in my third eye view. Okay, you've overcome some deep-rooted fears here. Okay, your fears was keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. So you're going through a metamorphosis right now. So caterpillars could be significant. Like a caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, is what this card say. You are about to get your wings. Okay, in hibernation, your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. Yes. Yeah, that power struggle is over. We got power struggle in reverse. It's over with. You could be a life path number 5. Or your birthday could be in May. You could be a life path number 11. Or 11 could be significant. Yeah, you're no longer involved in power struggles between this group. Because several groups came out. Okay, I think it was a good 6. Because there's a fraternity group. There's a government. The government came out. And then government agencies came out. Eastern Stars came out. Prince Hall came out. That's all I can remember right now. But it was several. Okay. They let people do their own dirty work. Okay. Yeah, because you're increasing right now. Positive life changes for you. The answer is yes. Are you somebody want to know if they on the right path? Yes. Okay. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. Positive life changes are ahead if you choose to trust the process. Okay. Ashe Divine Collective. If this message resonated with you, be sure to follow. Go hit the links. If you want to donate, do so. Okay, we did have a live goal up there, but I don't think we met at this live, and that's all right. Just go follow me on YouTube, okay? And as we conclude this investigation, y'all, we now expose all of these spiritual criminals who have violated divine law and order. We now turn them over to the Galactic Federation and jurisdiction. May justice be served and delivered to the Divine Collective swiftly. Okay, so it is done. You say, who's on my t-shirt? Shoot, this is one of my favorite t-shirts. I wear this all the time. TLC. I used to love TLC growing up. Told y'all I'm a 90s baby. I remember having them on tape. I had a tape player growing up, and I would play with my favorites on this tape player. Uh-oh. I sent the invite, and that was a mistake. We got 1:11 on the clock, Ashe. Yes, y'all. So y'all have a big, beautiful day on purpose, with a purpose. Okay? And real power recognize real power. Real lies, real lies, real lies. However they go. You know what I'm trying to say. Pay attention. Don't sleep. Because that's what they want. They want you idle-minded and not paying attention. Gratitude. Much love. And I appreciate all of y'all. The ones that always come back to the live. Appreciate y'all. You say can't remember the name, but Chili, Left Eye, and T-Boz. Yep. Keep that divine energy, I say, okay? You too. Power recognize power. The divine beings, we recognize the other divine beings. Okay, we ain't confused. We see it. And we know we ain't for everybody. So if you resonating with me and we are connecting, then we is a part of the 144,000. We are in divine alignment with each other. My soul tribe, my soul family. Say there's a reason certain readers cross your page. Exactly. And you know what? I used to be feeling like, I always felt like I just didn't read like a lot of other readers. My focus is not always like love, I guess, or relationships, like romantic relationships. I questioned myself in the beginning because I'm like, most people like to hear about their love life. And I can do love readings, but it always go back to self. That's how I read. So I got to take you down through there, and it's always going to go back to you. It don't, but I'm talking about in the beginning. In the beginning, you got to hear me because I've been doing this for a few years now. In the beginning. But I kept going. I kept doing me. And here I am today, still doing the same thing. And I guess I was looking at the numbers because people respond more to like that type of readings, you know? Say everyone is scared or concerned. Right. No, it's not about the numbers. Exactly. I prefer, you know, a small group of people that is actively engaging or can take the information and use it and grow versus people that just watch from the bushes and not getting anything from it. You know? Or it's still feeding their ego and illusion. I don't feed egos and illusions. So a lot of people ain't gonna vibe with that because they live in their ego. So once I accepted that, I was all right. And you know, people are afraid of the truth. As truth speakers, you realize that people are literally afraid of you and they avoid you because you speak the truth and you live in your truth and you're authentic to yourself. You know, they'll perceive you as a threat or some type of like a weirdo. Like they perceive you as a weirdo when you look at them as a weirdo because they don't even live in their truth. You got to seek validation from people outside of you just to make you feel like you're something. True speakers know they something. Say you're doing it for the right reason. Yeah. So you know you something. Just keep pushing. Your tribe will come. Your tribe will definitely come to you. You will attract. Like you say, we'll be in alignment with each other. You'll find them. They'll find you. However you want to put it. But you will attract each other like a magnet. And really that speaks for how egotistical most of society is. You know, they gravitate to mess, drama, gossip. They gravitate to that. So this ain't mess, drama, gossip. This is truth.